Knights and warriors of House TAURYNT, we have finally returned to another episode of our Legacy of the Knights and warriors of House TAURYNT, we have finally returned to another episode of our Bullknight series right here in Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod. Indeed, lads, it feels great to be back. I've actually, while I've been enjoying our newest Hill Knight series, it feels really good to be back playing as the noble House of TAURYNT of the Isle of TAURYNT, actually. So, I will say, however, to preface this, it has been reported to me through one of our. I will say, however, before we begin this episode, that there has been reports of potential game crashes coming from the recent hotfix. And I will say that when I was loading into the save file, it was letting me know that there were certain submods that I use for this game that are no longer compatible with this version of the game or this version of the mod. So if there's like some really random cuts, or if we gotta make some changes like post credit or post edit and everything like that, we will. Just a heads up though. But anyway, lads, I just love how the three of them look. The Lord Dane TAURYNT himself and his two sons, his son and heir Darren, named after his fallen squire who died all too soon in combat, and then of course his second-born son Gendry, and he's just like a great looking young man. Like I absolutely love how he looks. But anyway, lads, the legacy of the bastard bull is you know, well underway. I love to see it. But here we are, back home in the Isle of TAURYNT. Now, I will say, there is automated armies now. If you do not want to manually control every war, you can turn on automated armies. Open this to learn how to do it. Yeah, you can let the game control them. In the military view. In the options. Automated army settings. Cool. So currently it's disabled, and there are settings. Yeah. So I can already see that there would be a potential conflict here between the submods, only because in the settings, or in the game rules, thanks to more interactive vassals, you know, there was that setting that said that family members can be assigned as commanders of armies and everything like that. So hopefully it doesn't become a huge issue. But I will be save scumming for the time being, just to make sure we don't lose any progress throughout this episode. I really don't want to wait until there's another hotfix or to disable any of the quality of life mods that we're using. So we're just going to continue on with our adventure, lads. But Lord Dane, the bastard bull, in his mid-60s. I love to see it. Yeah, and our 6 children from the Velaryon girl, the Lady Daenerys Velaryon. Love her to pieces. Love that woman. Anyway, so Darren TAURYNT and his wife Perianne Dane and his 3 children, Sir Sebastian, Serene, and Jocelyn TAURYNT. Sebastian is also betrothed to Princess Aelora. Forgot about that. That's awesome. So he's a twin, Sebastian and Serena. Ah, Serena. Your stats, they kind of suck. That's awful. I'm so sorry. Who's teaching you, child? Anyway, so now we also have Gendry TAURYNT, who's wed to Lady Jarella Tully. Has Barristan TAURYNT, Dane TAURYNT, and Theo TAURYNT. 3 boys. I love that. That's awesome. That's right, because Barristan and Dane are twins. That's pretty cool. One of them's being educated in stewardship, the other one in martial, and then Theo also in martial. That's pretty cool. Very interesting. Now let's check on the Baratheon side of our family. Robert is dying. He is infirm. He's also pushing his mid-60s. He remarried a Greyjoy girl after his wife died. That's interesting. Yeah, and he's got 1 Greyjoy daughter. That is interesting. Malcolm Baratheon. Andrea. Yeah, Malcolm Baratheon is his son and heir. Interesting. Whatever the case. Anyway, lads, we've got a ton of money. We have a ton of troops, way more than what we should have. But still, you know, only the strong is putting us down by 1. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, so technically we should have 4. We're currently paying 40% more for our men-at-arms. Yeah, we have a lot of debuffs as well. Veteran Adventurer gives us negative 50%. Stormlander is minus 5%. Bellicose is minus 10. And from our domain alone, it's minus 3%. So we're pretty good for the time being. However, I worry about when Dane takes over, because he does not have the veteran, what's it called? Veteran Adventurer trait. So he's not going to get that minus 50%, which is unfortunate. Relentless Vanguard. These traits are new too. That's interesting. There's now trait pathing for all of them. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Master of the Peaks, Fortress Breaker, Wild Heart, Relentless Vanguard. That's awesome. Yeah. Kinslayer, Bastard Founder, Knight Errant, Veteran Adventurer. Yeah. So we're not gonna get that that negative 50% men-at-arms. The only thing that I can see that we can do to change this is if we send our son, yeah, off to be like an adventurer before he takes over. Grant court position. Master at Arms, Master of the Hunt, Personal Champion. Interesting. I don't know. I kind of don't mind him becoming an adventurer. Like, send him off, and then once Dane TAURYNT dies, he'll take over as the heir and immediately just like come over here. But I'm not sure. The issue is I would have to use debug mode in order to make that happen. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, though, I believe we can get some building done. There's definitely plenty of shit for us to do. We're still trying to get Morn reconstructed, so we have to reconstruct this, which will take 7 years, which will put us in our early 70s, and then this will take another 5 years, which will put us pushing 80, which means Morn will definitely not be rebuilt in Dane TAURYNT's lifetime, which is quite unfortunate. But nonetheless, lads, time pushes ever forward. Let's see what building we can get done in the main capital. So we do have, yeah, the quarries are like maxed out. That's pretty cool. The docks does not have the guild's innovation, so we can start, hopefully start pushing on that. But let's get this lighthouse fully upgraded. Let's try, like, Brightmoors is making us fat money as well. That's pretty cool. So let's push it even more. There's 0.6, 0.13, plus 4%, and then blacksmiths as well, 0.18, and then the apiaries plus 2.5. I think the apiaries will do best for us as far as, like, money goes, but I'm also thinking if we did the blacksmiths, plus 4% holding taxes, and then the station man-at-arms maintenance, or damage would be pretty cool, and the captain effectiveness plus 1%. But then again, once, you know, Darren TAURYNT takes over, we're going to lose a lot of these lands, because they're probably not going to have the same level of stewardship as Dane. So I'm thinking if we can solidify some solid, like, passive income per month, our children will be pretty set off for success. I'd rather not use debug or cheats in order to keep our military size. I think it's gonna force our children to adapt in the long run for sure, as our legacy and our bloodline continues. We do have plenty of alliances for the time being, so I'm also not too worried about it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, only time will tell, honestly. Berwyn Falls is making the least amount of money. Actually, Hillwood is. So we can get that upgraded. The quarries are already built. What else can we build here? I do apologize for the sniffling. I've been struggling lately with some health issues. Nothing too crazy, but it's kind of just like getting real fucking annoying, lads. Anyway, we'll build some more quarries. That'll upgrade our monthly income. In Galadon's Peak, we could get some buildings done as well. The trade port would be a good one here. Trade port, the workshops also. Maintenance would go down for a lot of shit. Water mills. Ooh, never mind, that's right. Water mills and the windmills can't be constructed because it's not a capital of the county. That's totally fine. Here we can do the blacksmiths. Let's start off with blacksmiths first, and then we'll work our way around. The quarries are already built here, so again, just kind of looking for other means to upgrade. The new county capital. Okay. See, I wonder... No, because it wouldn't work. I was thinking if I move the county capital and then built, like, the quarries or the, you know, the windmills and everything else, but then I remember it's going to disable it the moment we move it back to Evenfall Hall. So I'm not too worried about it. It is what it is. Let's get some cattle pastures. We can do some upgrades here. Yeah, because see, Might Point is the county capital for this county. Yeah, Might Point. I think that's actually pretty cool. We can definitely get these bastards upgraded for sure. Let's do the water mills. And then Sundown. Yeah, the water mills. And then Morningside. The windmills. Cool. So we're making money. And we're making construction happening for sure. We're still at 8 out of 9 holdings, which is not bad. And we're definitely not going to have that same level. His current stewardship is 31. He's getting plus 12 from his wife. Darren is at 15, and his wife is at 20. Okay, so she'll help him out in the long run, which is cool. I like that Darren is very compassionate, generous, brave. He's kind of like a I don't know. He reminds me a lot of like Rhaegar Targaryen. These stats kind of remind me of Rhaegar. Yeah, Rhaegar's stats kind of are a little bit different, but I'm thinking show Rhaegar. The way that Barristan Selmy talks about him, he was very compassionate towards the people, very generous. I think his generosity is definitely going to kill us here because his negative 10% monthly income. But again, that's going to force us to adapt our playstyle. He's a dutiful captain. I don't think I can send him to go get educated, but that'll be one of the first things we do when we take over. Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. It should be fine. It'll be fine, lads. It'll be fine. Alright, anyway. Let's check on my relationships. I don't have any squires. And nobody's eligible to become a squire. At least not out of our family yet. Sebastian is already a knight, which is pretty cool. Fucking love that kid. Yeah, that's pretty kick-ass, dude. And again, one of our long-term goals is to take the Vellum Coast. Yeah, from House Penrose. And then add it to our de jure territories. So we'll have the Isle of TAURYNT, and then TAURYNT, what did we say this was going to be? The TAURYNT Shore, or something like that? TAURYNT Coast, Bull Coast, something like that. I don't remember. I almost said like TAURYNT Cove or TAURYNT Bay, and I'm like, that's not accurate. That's not this geography here. Oh, we've got anti-dragon warfare innovation. That's interesting. I don't know what that means for us, if I'm being honest. The Stormlander culture. Bellicose. Yeah, that's not bad. Only the strong, I think, is a pretty cool one. However, men-at-arms recruitment cost is plus 25%. Size of regiments is -2. Max number of regiments is -1. I don't know if that really helps us or hurts us in the long run, if I'm being honest. However, I will say, the moment we take the Vellum Coast, I'm thinking we can diverge our culture and create, like, the, you know, what's it called? The culture of the bull. I don't know what we want to call it. The Storm Bull, something like that. Something along those lines. That would be pretty interesting. Whatever the case may be, I do believe it would help us out in the long run to have our own custom culture for our you know, our lands, our titles, as it were. Our pirates. Declare for our liege. We're gonna raise the armies of the Torrent Isle and march them off to war against the pirate scum lads. Nice. Yeah, look at all my commander traits. Edmure Tully died. Died of pneumonia. And now Hoster Tully takes over. Can we, oh, we can't negotiate an alliance with him. That's unfortunate. But that's alright. Called to become regents. That's crazy. Oh. Casper the Shield Breaker of House Butler was slain in battle. That is unfortunate. And we can knight Harlan. That's fine. Congratulations. Nice. Easy peasy, lads. Well, that was fun. Look at all the armies, like, marching home now. Oh, shit. What is happening? Oh, no. Whoa, Night's Watch Reclamation? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, was the wall taken over by wildlings? What is happening? Oh, it sure fucking was. Oh, shit. The wall, Castle Black, was taken over by wildlings. Except, you know, for this guy. Yeah, Castle Black was taken. Oh, no. But okay, so all of these castles. Wildling raids, but also... Okay, another wildling raid. So, Lord Commander Morton Marks. That is interesting. So there's a massive war in the realm to reclaim the wall. That's crazy. What the fuck? There are certain Westerosi lords who are siding with the... Yeah, there's one Westerosi lord down here in Green Pools that sided with the wildlings. That's crazy. What the fuck? Why is Green Pools... I don't understand. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Jesus. What a mess. Oh no. Oh, that's right. When Caleria died in childbirth. That was so sad. Giving birth to Aemon Torrent. Oh, Aemon, what happened to you? He got consecrated bloodline though. That's pretty cool. I remember the day when I organized a magnificent grand wedding for Lady Caleria and Prince Maegor, my serene daughter. Oh, I wish you were still here. There were so many more laughs to be had, so many more differences to settle, so many more memories to create. House TAURYNT is lesser for not having you in it. Storm the field, I whisper under my breath. Yeah, that's so sad. And she was a badass, too. Shall honor your memory with a poem. Winter of regret. No matter how many days twist and pass, the world seems distant as though through glass. When one so great falls so far, 'tis rare for any to escape less a scar. The tears run down the cheeks of those gathered. I think I served your memory well, Caleria. That's so sad. May you rest in peace. Oh, that was heartbreaking. How terrible. But anyway, we must continue forward, as always. There is much to be done here. We can get some building done. 1.3. I'm thinking this one might help out our workshops. Blacksmiths might also help for that 4% increase to holding taxes. Yeah, I'm thinking workshops for now. Nice. Alright, so we're making some shit happen. So the Prince of Dragonstone, Prince Maegor the Beautiful, has accepted a marriage betrothal between my grandson Baratheon and his daughter Daenerys. Now we already have a marriage betrothal. Hello, a marriage proposition between with Maegor, with the betrothal of Princess Aelora and Sebastian. So we now have Aelora and Sebastian, Daenerys and Barristan, and I'm thinking we can lock down Visenya and Aaron Brightflame's son with a proposition to marry Jocelyn. It wouldn't be matrilineal. Well, I mean, she would have to wait literally like a decade before she can actually get married to him, which could cause issues, so maybe not. But I don't have another like female along the same age as Valerian excuse me, in order to make that marriage proposition, so perhaps not. Maybe we can arrange a marriage elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? Nice. My grandson Dane and his daughter Eglantine, the what's it called? The Greyjoy daughter are gonna be wed. That's awesome. And now Serene and Aethan are wed to Prince. Wait. Yeah, Serene is betrothed to Aethan from the lands of Prince Balin the Black Fire of Summerhall. So that's pretty cool. Making some shit happen so far, lads. It's not bad. Oh no. Rhaegar died of old age. My friend. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of House Targaryen has arrived from King's Landing. King Rhaegar died of old age. May he repose in peace. Maegor Targaryen has been proclaimed the rightful successor to the 7 kingdoms of the Iron Throne. So heartbreaking. Oh my. To the perceptive Dane, it is with great honor and anticipation that I, Maegor of House Targaryen, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the 7 Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm, extend this invitation to you. The auspicious occasion of my coronation is set to take place in King's Landing at the Red Keep. Your presence is both requested and required as a loyal vassal of the realm. It is expected that you will attend this momentous event and publicly affirm your fealty by bending the knee. This act will signify your continued loyalty and commitment to the crown and the enduring unity of the realm. May your journey to King's Landing be swift and safe. I eagerly await your arrival and the pledge of your unwavering support. Interesting. Yeah, it will be my pleasure, your grace. I shall leave at once. King Maegor's coronation. Alright, we head off, lads. Called to be regent. I can't be a regent, I'm also traveling. The final preparations are underway. What a glorious day. Who's chosen to be as a officiant? Probably the Septon, huh? Yeah, the officiant. Okay, cool. The true king. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The High Septon, the Slow One, has anointed King Magon in the traditional rites of the Faith of the Seven, but there is no crown to be seen. We share confused glances as High Septon, the Slow One, simply proclaims, "Before gods and men I proclaim Magon of House Targaryen, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. Long may he reign." For several long moments we do not make a noise before someone begins timidly clapping and we hesitantly join in. Apparently there's no crown, but he's wearing a crown, so I don't understand. Time to bend the knee. King Magon's servants, usher me forward. As I prepare to lower myself upon one knee and recite my oath, the thought then occurs to me that perhaps it might be wise to ingratiate myself with my new liege with a gift. Refuse to bend the knee. That's crazy. Nah, it's not all like that. I could offer gold to the king. He doesn't really need it. But I'm rich, he's rich. Let's make each other more rich. I don't give a shit. I was friends with your father for many decades, so I don't see why that friendship can't continue with his son. Time to enjoy the feast for the time being. Nice. Alright, so I made a couple of betrothal propositions. So Theo Torrent is betrothed to Helena Velaryon under a matrilineal marriage, because she's the primary heir, I think, or the firstborn daughter, so I guess that's fine. There is, however, another Velaryon girl somewhere. Hold on, let me find her. I'm not tripping, I swear. There we go. Alysanne Velaryon, who is betrothed to Aemon Torrent through a just a regular proposition, you know, regular marriage. But that's a Sir Aegor Velaryon. Yeah, his daughter is betrothed to Dane. Dane the Second, if you will. Damn. So we've done so much construction in our realm that we're actually kind of broke. Whoops. That's alright, though. Everything is fine, lads. Everything is totally fine. Lord Bryce's hunt? No thanks. Bowen Falls. I can't really afford to build anything anymore. I could start building something. Oh man, Robert died too. Ah, that's so sad, dude. All of my friends and family are dying. All of my cousins whom I loved, Renly, Stannis. Ah, that's so sad. Lord Paramount Malcolm has become the new liege. I'm now the Admiral of the Stormlands. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, nephew? No. He's my cousin's son, so it doesn't really... He's not really anything. I guess I could call him nephew. Oh man, there's like 3 people scheming against Rogar. For what? He's a guest. Now he's no longer welcome here. Because I guess he's just causing fucking issues in court. Darren, you're a fool. I taught you better than that. Foolish boy. Betrothed can marry in a grand wedding. Princess Aelora of the Iron Throne and Sebastian TAURYNT. Alright. So it is time, at long last, for the grand wedding between Sebastian... Yeah, Sir Sebastian TAURYNT and Princess Aelora Targaryen. I think that's pretty cool. We're going to pull out all the stops for this this grand wedding. Yeah, over here in Evenfall Hall. We will host this grand wedding ourselves. Nice. That's pretty cool. Look, he's got the same nose. Oh, no, never mind. His nose is definitely a lot more angled. And now the ceremony starts. The spouses, Sebastian and Aelora, are both here, looking radiant in their best attire. At my signal, everyone will get into position and the ceremony will begin. I cannot wait. Religious complaints. Shut up. Gate crashes. Get them out of here. A misstep. It happens. Come on now, guys. Let's calm down. These things happen at grand weddings. Oh, another marriage proposition. Oh, betrothal. Okay, cool. Ronald Varner and Jocelyn TAURYNT. Good. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that is left is the final vows. The formal consent, the seal on the marriage. As both Sebastian and Aelora say, "I do," the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. How exciting. And now the banquet starts. A fiery dance. Oh my god, burn, burn! Jesus, no, I must do something. I saved Stefan. Lord Stefan Catherine. A meeting of houses, where the newlyweds retired for the evening, the braziers are lit, the flagons filled, and the musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily down my goblet at Rhaegar, brother of the bride, who has just been coughing uncontrollably in mirth. At last he says, "You know, I wasn't sure about you, TAURYNT sort, but you're alright." Ooh. This could be a good opportunity to get some TAURYNT Targaryen bastards out there. And then we can adopt them into the house or something. That'd be pretty interesting, because Serene TAURYNT is lustful. He's not currently wed. He's actually refusing marriage. Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. That's pretty interesting. Oof. Instant alchemy. And I bonded with Jocelyn. Yeah, so Serena, she's fine with it. She's like, you know, whatever happens, happens. Like, it's all cool. And Jocelyn is like, I don't know, I'm kind of worried about our brother, you know? Yeah, it's in the gods' hands now, sweet daughters. Just be there and be happy for your brother in our new family. The conclusion. Thank you all for coming, lads and lasses. A grand wedding, indeed. Good for us. Good for them. Good for everyone involved, basically. God, we have white hair. We started off with, like, pitch black hair, charcoal hair, and now we're white-haired. We're so old. Literally 70 years old. My son, Sir Darren TAURYNT, will take over his claims on the TAURYNT Isle at nearly the age of 40. That's crazy. He's still pretty accomplished, though, the young lad. I don't think he's gotten any kills, but he's been in several wars. He's scarred up. He's half blind. Yeah, he's a dutiful captain. We're trying to get his education trait a little bit higher. But overall, he's pretty balanced in, like, diplomacy, martial, and stewardship. That's definitely not bad. And his spouse, Perianne Dane, will definitely help out in the long run as well. Certainly not bad, dude. Lord Edric the Reformer. Kingswood was transformed, and the Kingswood Stormland is enlightened by Lord Edric's bold and far-sighted rule. Interesting. So he's in a liberty war against the Baratheons. That's interesting. Well, we're definitely going to join this war on behalf of our family. Unfortunately, that means our allies, the Dondarrions and the Coles, yeah, will be at odds against one another. But, you know, I have to be there for family for sure. Can I offer to join his Liberty War? I sure can. Cool. We've raised the armies of Torrent Isle 5,000 men strong, and we march off to war. Perhaps we'll begin by laying siege to Nestridge, putting the Conningtons in their place. Called to become regent. That's hilarious. Every time, lads. Every time. Oh, there's 12,000 men over there. Alright, let's crash in on them real quick. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. Just smash the fuck out of them. Get out of here, you rat bastards. That'll teach ya. Be gone. Oh, fallen consort. No. Oh, my wife. Amidst the chaos that engulfs the forest of Highwind Ridge, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across the field, I spot Daenerys desperately fighting. Marchfield's archers are slowly surrounding her, her exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a mace suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Lord Rogar Swan of Grinsdale, rival and vassal of Lord Donald Swan of Redwatch, delivers the vicious death blow. I should not have let her go. Not like this. Ah, slain in battle by Lord Rogar. Rogar is a dead man. Dead. Love sweet remembrance. I must soldier on. This guy's over here in Grin's Tower, eh? Unless he's in one of these armies. Yeah, because I'm going to follow his ass. Like, he's mine. He's definitely in this one for sure. But I'm going to try and cut these guys off. Get back here, you rat bastard. I'm not done with you, Yates. Whoops. Ah. Alright, so we've declared for our liege. But a children of my dynasty, Sir Sebastian Torrent has had twins right off the bat. That's fucking crazy. My great-granddaughter and my great-grandson. Sir Sebastian Torrent. Alright, so we're gonna name him Galadon Torrent. And then she will be named after our fallen spouse, Daenerys. I feel like, you know, even though she's not white-haired, obviously, like, naming her after, like, shortly after the death of his grandmother, I think is kind of sweet. So we have Galadon, named after Galadon of Morn. And then Daenerys, named after his slain grandmother. Let's not call her fallen. Let's call it what it was. She was slain in battle. And I shall have my vengeance. Probably not in this lifetime. Vassal betrays liege. Ooh, damn. Oh, My daughter Serena has been disinherited. She broke her betrothal to Aethan Targaryen. Alright, so that's both wars done in an instant. Now my thing is, I wonder if I can't declare a private war against this fucking guy. Yeah, I sure can, buddy. War of revenge. That would be a public one. I can declare a very public war against him. I think I'm going to declare a private war, however. Yeah, I have more allies than he does anyway, so nice try, buddy. And to think that my last act on this earth will be to avenge my fallen wife. Again, slain wife. Not fallen, she did not fall. She was slain in combat. Oh, the Battle of Swell Crest. The fleet of Lord Dane Torrance has 145 ships. The fleet of Lord Rogar of Grinsdale has 7 ships. Storm the field. Alright, we march off to war, lads. Justice. Justice for my wife. Aw, Darren. Not my son Darren, but a different Darren. Was slain by Rogar of Grinsdale. God damn it. Oh, Vanarzo Holt. That's crazy. He lost an arm. He's now Sir Vanarzo. Poor Darren. Nah, see. He's still over here. Hiding somewhere. We're not done until he lies dead. Bring your ass. Damn. Damn, even Dane is throwing his shit away. Look at him, the lustful little piece of shit. Fine then. Disinherited, dude. I don't give a shit. Oh, a ruin no more, rubble after rubble, brick after brick. But before me stands that which has been left to crumble into obscurity and dust, now completely revitalized. With the help of maesters and masons, the ruins have been rebuilt as similar to its original design as possible. However, a question remains unanswered. What purpose will it serve? Strong, unyielding walls may see that it becomes a castle with such strength that it is a force to be reckoned with. The construction of nearby homes and markets could cause a bustling town to sprawl out from the keep as the heart of it, or the remodeling of the interior and its walls into a holier space should prove it to be a respectable place of worship. I analyze the options and decide that I must plan ahead for a grand castle. It'll become a large keep. A splendor city. Gains village building. Nah, we're gonna go a grand castle. That's fucking kick-ass, dude. And there it is, the province of Morn. A ruin no more. Yeah, see, so with 19 stewardship, I'm still able to hold 8 domain holdings. So, Sir Darren Torrance with 15 stewardship plus whatever help he gets from his wife should be able to hold all of our all of the holdings. So it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But truly, once more, only time will tell. A child of my dynasty, Sir Sebastian Torrance and Princess Aelora Targaryen have had another daughter. We'll name her Joanna. Joanna Torrance. I think that's a good name. Alright, is this little bastard my prisoner? He sure is. executed for the death of my wife. That'll fucking teach you. So Barristan Swan will be recruited into my court. Nice. No longer overwhelmed by stress. And we can disband our armies at long last. Justice has been done. I can end my regency. Thank you, child. But these lands are my lands. We could fund an expedition to Old Valyria again. You know what? Fuck it, man. We might as well. We'll see what happens. I don't really expect to get anything. I don't want to send Sebastian. Or Gendry, for that matter. But I can send Barristan. Barristan Swan. I'll give you the opportunity to prove yourself. If I give him an extra 200, we'll see if he can bring me a dragon egg. Good luck, Barristan Swan. Bring glory to your house. Or bring, I guess redeem your house, I guess I could say. The expedition returns. Oh, he's returned. He actually brought something. Holy shit, Bloodstone Dragon Egg. That's fucking crazy. While it will likely never hatch, this egg is a reminder of what gave the Valyrians their power and gives hope to the might of the dragons may one day return. A dragon egg, my lord. May it bring you good fortune. God, what a fucking badass. Alright, buddy. I like you. There we go. So my knight, Barristan. Yes, I took Barristan Swan as my knight because he was in my prisons. And I was like, rather than let you return to the treachery of House Swan. Look at him. He doesn't like that we're a kinslayer. He doesn't like that we executed his family member. But he likes a lot of other things about us, so that's fine. And on top of that, we arranged a marriage between him and Amoray Lannister. So hopefully we can raise him to, I mean, he's already a noble, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But hopefully we can, you know, maybe we can grant him a court position. He would make an excellent caravan master. Cool. Ah, she ran off and fell in love with a Reachman who's also gluttonous, callous, frail. He's got hella children too. One of them being Cara Kenwick, my granddaughter, my great-granddaughter. I'm not negotiating an alliance with that man. Fuck that shit. Nice. Betrothed can now marry Barristan Torrent and Princess Daenerys Targaryen. I love that. Look at his luscious locks. Look at him too. Bold empath. Ambitious. How is he ambitious and lazy? That doesn't make any sense. Excellent. They are now wed at least. I'm gonna change one of his traits real quick. I don't like that he's lazy. I think being diligent or ambitious and lazy at the same time is a little weird. It'd be different if I mean, I guess diligent is the opposite, so we can't have lazy and diligent. Now if we're gonna give him like a negative trait, I guess oh my god. Oh my god. Aemon Torrent, the one and only child of my daughter, Caleria, fucking drunk himself dead. Or died in a horse riding accident at 15 because he didn't want to marry the Velaryon girl. God damn it, bro. Ugh. We started off doing so well and now my house is cursed. Or at least that branch of my house was cursed. Sorry, Prince Maegor. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess. Sorry about Aemon as well. Can I purchase a truce with this guy? I mean, I don't really need a truce, so I guess it doesn't matter. That's so heartbreaking, dude. My house is cursed. Look at Sir Jaehaerys Velaryon. I love that. So Sir Jaehaerys was actually born from Lady Maya Torrent, the Lord. Oh, that's right. Okay, so Aenys married Maya, and they started having children. So now we have Jaehaerys, who's my grandson, and Helena, who's now betrothed to Theo Torrent. Daenerys Velaryon. Dane, she's too good for you, but you will wed. Because I fucking demand it, dude. Like, these children are gonna piss me off. And it's not even my children, it's my, like, great-grandchildren who are being obstinate and pig-headed. God, I'm fucking 73 years old. Dane, what is going on? I became best friends with, my granddaughter, Jocelyn. That's cool. Oh, Sir Darren the Noble Stag. We are definitely not stags. We are definitely bulls. But whatever. I guess I'll allow it. The Noble Stag is a pretty cool name. Damn, another set of twins. So Barristan Torrent and Princess Daenerys Targaryen have had twin boys. That's crazy. There we go. We're going to have Kristen and Corwin Torrent. I think that's pretty cool. Some good, strong Stormlander names. Dude, that's so kick-ass. Yeah, what an epic fucking family tree so far. So that's Barristan Torrent, who was born from Gendry. And now they have half Targaryen children. Oh, Dane Torrent. Ah, he's sickly. Low-key, that's kind of what you get, you little shit. You ran off without the protection of your family, and now you're ill. Probably from fucking around too much, you little randy bastard. Nice. We're still getting stewardship perks, which is absolutely fucking insane. Now, the Castle of Morn is completed, but because we don't have another domain holding, we can't hold it ourselves. But the Seed of Morn is not yet completed. There's 3 years left. And Lord Dane Storm, the bastard bull of House Torrent, is dying. That is not good. I mean, it's fine, you know. Obviously, that kind of happens when you're 74 years old. I mean, we'll be 77 by the time Morn is fully completed. If it completes in our lifetime. Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? Look at that. And now I have all these family members that are about to start jumping into these roles. So now Sir Sebastian Torrent can be my admiral. That's pretty cool, I think. Nice. Helena Velaryon and Theo Torrent are now wed. That's good. Nice. Sebastian and Princess Aelora have had another daughter. We'll name her after Aelora's mother, Daela Torrent. Oh my god. Barristan with the beard. Oh, what a handsome young lad. I love that kid. Alright, so Barristan and Princess Daenerys Targaryen have had another child. Robert is a good name. I think Robert's a good name. Leofrich Torrent is pretty cool. Sure. I feel like if they're born with black hair, give them a Stormlander name. If they're born with white hair, give them a Valyrian name. You know? I feel like that makes sense. Anyway. Amoray Lannister and Barristan Swan. Sir Barristan Swan. Good for you guys. My grandson, Captain Dane Torrent of the Bastard's Hands. He's become a bit of a villain. Like, he's even got a villainous little fucking mustache. What a piece of shit, bro. Fuck this kid. Yeah, has accused my granddaughter, Lady Serena, of having an extramarital affair with her lover, Rhaegar. Yikes. My granddaughter was imprisoned. Nah, man, you better chill out. You better chill out. War to free captives. Yeah, I don't care what she's done. You better chill out. It didn't work. Oh, that's ass. There we go. We will march halfway across the realm to go and free my granddaughter. You shall not hold any member of House TAURYNT with impunity. I'm gonna summon all of our allies. We really do not need to, but I want him to feel the force, the weight of the death that is crashing down upon him. Feel the weight of the words of our mighty house in your throats as we crash down upon the bastards. Nice. Oh, Raymond Manderley disappeared in the neck. Oh, shit. Grand Mayor Raymond also disappeared in the neck. Holy fuck, White Harbor got shit on in the neck. What happened? They just tried to come through here and they were just swallowed whole? That's crazy. Holy fuck. You know what? R.I.P. the Manderleys. Man, that was not intentional. I'm sorry I did that to y'all. Oh, shit. To the perceptive Dane, blessings upon you and your house. It seems that there is no recourse for our dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. Okay, so Golden Grove has declared war on us. In the war to free captives, they have 39,000 men. Wait, who does he want freed? Or is he, like, joining the other war? Like, is that it? Because I don't have... Unless it's this guy that he's trying to free. I don't even know, dude. But you know what? I also don't care. I'm going to go for one of the largest forces and just smash down upon him with all my men. The battle at even fall. I have 213 ships. Storm the field, you rat bastard. I took him prisoner. That's awesome. Nice. To the Lord Dane of TAURYNT, I've seen the error in my ways and I have ordered my armies to disband. Great. Thanks. That's crazy, dude. Alright, finally, the war to free captives is over. Now release my granddaughter at once. Good. Good times. But now we're back home in, Oh my god. It happened so suddenly, too. Holy shit. We finally died. Lord Dane of TAURYNT's soul has finally been cast into the seven hells at 76 years of age. He succumbed to fatal apoplexy. A charming man, he became famous for his elaborate feasts and grandiose balls. And Dane TAURYNT, the bastard bull himself, did in fact have some pretty grandiose balls. Lord Darren ascends to the throne, blessed with an abundance of friends. Darren is likely to find strong support for his rule. The Lord Dane Torrent founded a house, was dreaded, reached legendary figure, was a paragon of virtue. Lifestyle was mostly stewardship. He was gallant and an overseer. Fought in 25 wars, 11 offensive and 14 defensive, hosted 2 grand weddings, and attended 3 grand tournaments and 1 coronation of a king. That is beautiful. Oh, how heartbreaking indeed, lads. How heartbreaking indeed. Lord Darren the Noble Stag now assumes commands. We do have an empty position on our council. We'll need somebody with some pretty decent skills. 56. Willem, Sir Sebastian. Who's got the next highest? Sebastian. Okay. So Sir Barristan Torrent, my nephew, and my knight can take over. Ah, Shadow of Fame, Twilight. One day I will be like you, Lord Father. Yeah, and our spouse is going to help us manage our domain with her plus 14 stewardship. That's pretty kick-ass. Yeah, we get plus 14 from our spouse. That's pretty fucking cool, man. I don't need to request a loan. Let's make some naval decisions with our son, Sebastian. Our capacity. We can muster 115 ships from my direct holdings, and the realm can raise another 29. Thanks, Sebastian. Let's do it one more time. Let's see what else we can do. Can we commission a flagship? Okay, well we can't. We already have one, so it doesn't really matter. Let's invite knights and invite claimants. And then we should be fine there. Naval decisions, pay homage, fund an expedition to Old Valyria, which is pretty funny. There you go. So his hair grew out, his beard grew out, and now he's officially the Lord of Torrent Isle. Yeah, he looks pretty good. My boy, my little lad, is all grown up. That's crazy. The one white eye is kind of intimidating. It's definitely not bad though. All right, so Morn is almost almost fully constructed, which is awesome. I can't revoke title, can I? I need this. I need to pass this law. We're gonna revoke this title. Sorry, bud. Started holding a grudge. Good. Fuck you. Morn is now mine. That's beautiful. And it's got 19 months left until the ruins of Morn are fully reconstructed. I think that's pretty kick-ass, dude. And then our son and heir is Sir Sebastian, who's our son, our admiral, and one of our knights. And he's got 2 children. Galadon Torrent, who's charming. I love that. We can make him a bit of a diplomat. That's totally fine. Gotta get him educated as well. Daenerys, who's bossy. We can make her an administrator. And she's already being educated. That's perfectly fine. Joanna, Daela. Who's educating Daela? Anybody? No. That's totally fine. Nice. Kristen Torrent. Very cool. Now, I don't think we have claims still. Yeah. So we'll have to reclaim the Vellum Coast, which is fine. I'm sure we can make that happen. But in the meantime, let's also start the activity. Dragon egg hatching. Hell no, not yet. I'm not ready for that shit yet. We're gonna go to university and increase our, you know, our war skills, basically. Let's customize our route, too. Because we got some shit that we gotta discover. Alright. Alliance formed with Lord Aenys of Driftmark, the Seahorse of Castle Driftmark. That's awesome. Alliance formed with Prince Balin, the Black Fire. That's pretty cool. Ransom accepted. Visited Morn. Nice. I found nothing. Alright, that's terrible. Nice. We are now made Admiral of the Stormlands once more. That's pretty cool. I also need to grant my son an heir. Which one? Bull charge. There we go. Nice. Nice. So we've arrived at the Starry Sept. It's time to get started. We're going to skip through some of these things just because we've done these events before, which is totally fine. Yes and no. Oh, this is new. My in-depth studies at the faith... What the fuck? In the faith of the Seven Doctrine at the Starry Sept have confronted me with so many new questions, not all of which seem to have clear-cut answers. Some even seem to have contradictory explanations. Is faith supposed to be completed by reason or not? Does faith only deal with the unseen or not? Can we even know what is unseen or not? Yes or no? My head hurts. There must be meaning in the contradictions. 0% I am successful. You can't make sense of it. Fuck. It's alright. He looks good in the armor. The young kid, I love him. Ah, the lad, I love this kid. I won the debate. That's awesome. All right, let me pick this real quick. Golden obligations, cutting cornerstones. Yes, we're gonna continue building on the legacy that our father has left behind. Sir Sebastian and Princess Alora have had another child. Tallard Torrent, I think, is a pretty kick-ass name. We'll keep that. A sultry study break. Interesting. I'm gonna gain some stress. But that's totally fine. Because we're trying to force ourselves to study. We lost dutiful captain and gained skilled tactician. Very nice. Interesting. Nice, we're gonna bring Anselm with us. The Stormlander Art of Strategy. That's kick-ass, dude. So we're gonna bring Anselm with us. The Travels of Dane Torrents. Oh, damn. We can lay claim to House Swan's lands. Oh, and Blackhaven. And then Blackmont of Dorne. That's crazy. So we have claims on Redwatch, Blackhaven, and hopefully soon on the Vellum Coast. That would be pretty interesting, lads. Seed of Morn rebuilt. Almost there, lads. In the year 338. So literally next year. Cool. Oh. My sister Brienne. She's searching for secrets. Who sent you, sister? She refuses to... Aw, man. Get out of here. You're banished from the realm. Go live with your Manderly husband. My wife, my what? My wife? My wife falls pregnant. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there. No, it's funny. Nice. Our last child, we had our most recent child 25 years ago. That's crazy. And now we're about to have another one. I love that for us. Yay. Nice. The seat of Morn has been reconstructed at long last. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's a massive castle. Good God. Jesus, that's crazy. Holding taxes plus 10%. Development growth plus 20. Control growth plus 10. Monthly renown. Tyranny gain. Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Cool. Very cool. That's crazy. That is one massive fortress. I had no idea that that's what Morn was, if I'm being honest. I really had no freaking clue. That's beautiful. So we're still just waiting on our claims on the Vellum coast to kick off. Almost there, though. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, we're about halfway there. Exactly halfway there. It's just taking some time. Just a little bit. Oh, I have a new son. Clayton Torrance. I think Clayton's a cool name. That's pretty cool. Cradle mates. Ooh. That's interesting. Sure. They will cradle together. That's pretty interesting. Actually, I had a better idea. So we're actually going to give the dragon egg to Galadon Torrance. There we go. See if he can't hatch that dragon egg after all. That'll be pretty interesting, I think. Little 7-year-old kid with a dragon egg. What's the worst that could happen? My niece-in-law. People are really trying to murder us here on our little island, bro. Like, leave us alone. My spy master is the best that I can muster right now. Jeez Louise. What a mess. Alright, so unfortunately it didn't work. We didn't get the full thing of the Vellum Coast. It just gave us parchments. I'd rather get the whole claim of the Vellum Coast, so we'll try it again later. But I do believe we will end this episode here, lads. This one was kind of sad. Very sad, actually. With the death of Lady Daenerys and Lord Dane, the Bastard Bull. And then, of course, you know, some of our children, grandchildren, stuff like that. It was just weird and heartbreaking all at the same time. But anyway, lads. All hail the Lord Darren, the noble stag of House Torrent of the Torrent Isle. This should be pretty interesting, lads. He's got sore muscles. Poor kid. Whatever, dude. But anyway, Sir Sebastian Torrent grows strong. His son and heir, Galadon Torrent, has a dragon egg, which is pretty freaking cool. Things are looking pretty cool for the House of Torrents. And then, of course, our Morn, the ruins of Morn, have been recreated, which is pretty kick-ass, I think. Yeah. But anyway, lads, until next week's episode, always, always, always remember, honor in service, glory in sacrifice, and storm the field, lads. And I, Lord Darren, the noble stag of House Torrent, Lord of the Torrent Isle, will see you in the battles ahead. Goodbye, my friends.